While some 2022 midterm races are still being finalized, many are already shifting their focus to 2024, and that could include former President Donald Trump. He's expected to make some sort of announcement tonight, and a lot of people are hinting that it'll be another run at the White House. We're joined now by the political department chair at Catawba College, Dr. Michael Bitzer. Thanks so much for joining us.
My pleasure.
All right, so we knew that this announcement would likely be about running in 2024, but why did the GOP ask Trump, hey, maybe hold off on this one?
It's very hard to turn down Donald Trump or tell him to do something that he isn't focused on doing. I think Trump wants to be back in the headlines, back in the political game, and certainly with the 2022 midterm elections behind us, still a few races left to call, but we know the general dynamic. I think we are in earnest starting the 2024 campaign, and Trump wants to get out ahead of everybody else, potentially Ron DeSantis, others that may be thinking about it, and this is his opportunity to reclaim the limelight.
Yeah, we had about a week of 2022, and then we're jumping right into 2024. And as you mentioned, Governor Ron DeSantis out of Florida, his name has been thrown out there for a presidential run. What would that look like? Let's say if he's like, hey, we're going to run. What would that mean for Donald Trump and the GOP party as a whole? How do they deal with this and strategize this?
I think we're already seeing the hints. Donald Trump has gone after Ron DeSantis, claiming that he made him governor of Florida in his first run and that he has been unloyal to him. So I think that this could be shaped up as the premier boxing match between both Donald Trump and Ron DeSantis.
And that kind of puts the GOP in a weird spot. You've got some people, wanting to move on from Donald Trump and some who still remain really loyal. So what kind of strategy does the GOP need to employ if you have both of these candidates who are hoping to be the presidential nominee? We have the primaries first, but what kind of strategy does the party as a whole need to move forward with?
I think certainly the party wants to look at this primary fight as something that doesn't leave a lot of lasting negative attributes or characteristics behind it once they settle on a nominee. But this is going to be very difficult to do. If Donald Trump is in this for real, then he is going to want to win it all. And I think he still has a pretty strong base of voters amongst the Republican Party that will support him. The question is, how much can other candidates peel off from him? If it's a huge crowd, he may survive through it, like in 2016, where he was able to win a third, maybe 40% of the votes, but still claim the nomination. So I think the party as an organization is looking at this, really kind of stepping back and saying, we're going to let the candidates figure this out and the Republican primary voters figure it out, but they want coherency and unity coming out of this for 2024's general election.
All right, 2024, here we go. Dr. Michael Bitzer from Catawba College, thanks so much for joining us today.